Good afternoon, Facebook world. This is Katie Max with Get Your Glow On Mastery Monday, and I am so happy to be here with you. I hope all of you had a really wonderful holiday weekend. I had a really special, wonderful weekend full of connection and joy, and that wasn't always the case. So I just want to let you guys know that life changes. Life changes for the better when you invest in yourself. So I will start with that. Who's joining me? Delon, nice to see you. Mwah! So good to see you. I also have a special shout out to Kimberly Sirota Gallagher. Mwah! She's my sister-in-law, and I talked to her this weekend, and she doesn't get to see me when I'm live, and so she doesn't get one of my kisses. So I just wanted to make sure that she knew I was thinking about her and sending her much love. And Sue Keith, mwah, so good to see you. So today I want to talk about a couple of things. Number one, I want to talk about time. So Jennifer asked me to talk about how to deal with how precious time is. And so I want to have a caveat connected to that, which is really what we're committed to creating versus letting our feelings determine the choices that we make. Okay, so I really want to be clear that when we start out in life really getting excited, I'm just going to start with New Year's. When we make our resolution, we're like, oh my God, I'm all in. This is so exciting. I'm going to take care of my health. I'm going to take care of my relationships. I'm going to invest in myself. My life is going to be the way I really want it to be after all these years. And then all of a sudden we start to slip back into our comfort zone of what we know. I love you, Sue Keith. Keith Leon, mwah, so good to see you. So I really want to be clear. I want to make a distinction between commitment and your feelings. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples. I've struggled with my relationship to my body, as I've shared with you before, around my health and my well-being. And I have had a tendency to say, I really want to take care of my health. I really want to take care of my well-being and invest in myself. That's really what I want. And then I get into my daily grind, and it's the last thing on my mind. And so I don't feel for it by the end of the day. I'm like, no, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go get some food to make it really easy from my favorite market, and it's going to be pre-made, and I don't even have to cook, and then I'm just going to hang out, and I'm not going to exercise because I'm so worn out from my day. And so this is the way it goes for so many of us, right? We have this thought of, oh my God, this is really what I want. This is going to make my life so much better if I just take care of myself. Or in your business, like making sales calls, right? Like how many of you put off making calls to clients because you don't know what you're going to hear, and so you anticipate the calls and you feel like, I'm really not up for it. I'm not up for being rejected. I'm not up for going through this. So you distract yourself with other things, right? As opposed to just saying, you know what, this is my commitment. I am committed to taking my business to this place. And so what's that going to require? It's going to require me being uncomfortable and reaching out to people and making sales calls and connecting and finding out really where people are. It's much, easier to just imagine, well, I'll do that tomorrow. And, I'm really not up for that today because I really can't handle it. I just don't have the bandwidth. I get overwhelmed. Whatever those stories are that keep us stuck, right? So when we let our feelings determine our choices rather than our commitment, we get into really big trouble. So it is so important to really be connected to what it is that you really want for yourself. And as you've heard me say before, to really share that with other human beings so it's not your secret, so that your feet aren't held to the fire. It's so important to get the support that you need as you move through your life to up-level your life, whether it's in your business, whether it's in your personal life, whether it's in your relationships, whatever it is, okay? And what's connected with what Jennifer asked me to talk about regarding how precious time is, we act as though we have so much time. Oh, I'll do that tomorrow, or I'll get to that, right? Oh, I really want to take a vacation because I've been working really hard, but I don't feel so good about myself. I'm uncertain about money, so I'm going to just put that off. Well, at the end of the day, at the end of life, we don't look at, oh, I'm so glad I spent the extra 12 hours a day working rather than connecting with people that I profoundly care about. We really, at the end of the day, when our time is up, we look at the relationships that we've had, and all we want to know is that we were loved and that we loved well. That's really it, right? So when we say we want things, but then we let ourselves off the hook, there's so much time wasted, right? There's so much time wasted. And one of the other pieces I just want to offer you today is that we really, really need to do what it is that we want to do in community, right? We live in a culture that supports isolation, that supports me, I got to just handle it. And at the end of the day, it's so important to let people in. Keith, I have to say this. So Keith said, I do meditation, exercise, affirmations, mental prep, first thing before opening my emails. Thank you. That is so important. And I'm so glad you said that, because that is self-care. That is connecting with yourself, connecting with your heart, with source, whatever it is, so that when you face your day, you have a whole different level of wholeness in your spirit. Right? As opposed to jumping into things depleted or, jumping in a level of reaction rather than choice. Thank you so much for saying that. We are not promised tomorrow, are we? No, we're not. Today is all we know we have. This now moment is all we can, and I don't see, there's more he's written. But Keith, it's so wise. This is it, people. And I said this the other day, life is not a dress rehearsal. Life is now. And if you're not willing to own what it is that you want, or at least be in discovery of what's important to you, whether it's your family, whether it's yourself, the relationship you have with yourself, which is the most important relationship you're ever going to have in your entire life, right? Because everything from your relationship with yourself ripples out to everything else that we connect with, whether it is our family or our friends or our community or our business. It is critical, right? And if we put off what we think we can, let me tell you, you're mistaken. I want to share another story with you that happened on Friday. I was meeting with a client of mine, a wonderful, wonderful client of mine, and we just were having a very deep conversation about all of this, about putting our life off and about, thinking maybe down the road I can do this, or, just all of the stories that we're so mired in so that we feel justified and right about the choices that we make. Rather than being connected to, wait a minute, without my stories, what do I want? Without my stories of what brings me into my comfort zone, what's important to me. And so we were having this really dynamic, beautiful conversation, and we were in a beautiful park, and then all of a sudden there was this just boom, 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 and it was a car accident that happened, and there were like 4 cars involved. And it was a very profound thing to witness. We ran out there with our phones. We checked in with people, and there was one person that ran off, right? And he was probably undocumented. I had so much compassion for him. It was very incredible to witness. We don't know for sure what happened, but anyway, he was really hurt. And by the time we went over to check on him, because he ended up on the ground, he was non-responsive. And the firemen were there, and they put him in a neck brace, and they put him on the board, and they were taking him away. And it just is such a reminder that, in 1 minute, boom, everything can change. That's how fast it happened. I mean, it was so incredible. We are not promised tomorrow, and time is so precious. So what do you want? I would love, love, love for you to write here what it is that you want. I really would love for you to feel supported in this, whole dialogue that we have twice a week. What is important to you? How can you get there? I would love to be able to support you in that. rather than, hearing the stories that keeps you exactly where you are. So at the end of the day, you can be right and you can be lonely and you can be frustrated. And that is what we know as human beings. So how do you take care of yourself? It's not how you feel about it, right? It's not how, I was going to work out today, but I'm not going to because I really don't feel for it. And then how do you feel when you deny yourself the commitment that you really want to make to yourself? That chips away at our self-esteem. That chips away at our worth. And I want you to know you are so worth it. You are worth everything. You are worth your dreams. Your dreams are so important. Your vision for yourself, for your family, for your community, for the world. This is all we've got, people. And if we base it on our feeling, I don't wake up every day going, I feel like doing this today, right? I feel like calling my clients, or I feel like going to work out, or I feel like doing Facebook Live. And then once I'm engaged, I feel so vibrant and so connected and so on in my life, right? And that's the distinction. I might not feel for it as I'm approaching my commitments, but once I'm there, whoa, magic happens. So don't give up before the magic happens. Show up. And if nothing else, you will feel great about yourself for keeping your word, which is your integrity, to yourself, if nothing else. But I can promise you that there's so much more. It's like just seeing all of you here just fills my spirit, right? It's like that community is everything for me. Community means so much. And I know that when I feel alone, all I need to do is tap into community, because none of us are alone. That's a story that we make up too. So please be aware of when you're making up stories, okay, about why you are not going to do what you told yourself you were going to do. That really is about your well-being, around your health, around your work, around your relationships, around the most important relationship you'll ever have, the relationship you have with yourself. And really base your commitment to yourself on your commitment, not how you feel about it. And to really grasp that time is so precious. In a snap of a finger, everything can change. And I know how painful it is for humanity to have regrets, right? Please don't waste your time having any regrets, because you have the ability to live and thrive and not be in the realm of regrets, right? That sucks our energy and cycles into the story of why your life is the way it is. So I love you all. I bless you. Keith Leon. Yvette. I am so glad you are here. Michael Ferris. When I feel down, I let my friends know how grateful I am to our friendship. That is so beautiful. So Michael Ferris, thank you so much. Michael Ferris is in his second year in school, or actually his first year in college, and he's headed to another college next year, which is so awesome. And anyway, what a beautiful thing to know that you can lean into your community. I am so glad, and that you contribute to others by letting people know how grateful you are. Gratitude changes everything. And you've heard me talk about that. So Michael Ferris, you are spot on. You are awesome. So anyway, my love is with all of you. If I can be of service to you in any other way, please let me know. I want to let you know I'm having a glow shop this coming weekend, April 7th and 8th. There are amazing people that are coming. And if you want more information, please let me know, because these people are ready to take their life on. Enough is enough. Enough of holding back. Enough of not living as I really want to live. Enough of denying myself what's important to me. Enough, right? Enough. You deserve all that you desire. Much love, many blessings. I also have some really exciting news. I want to let you know that on Wednesday night, I have connected with two fabulous nurses that live in Brooklyn, and we're going to do a special Facebook Live on health and well-being and how to take care of yourself. And I'm so excited to connect with people all around the country, all around the world, and share wisdom with you, because the more of us that tune in, the better we're going to be. So, woo! Much love, many blessings. I will see you on Wednesday, and then I will also see you again on Transformative Thursday. My request is, please write down what it is that you want me to talk about. Jennifer, thank you for asking me to talk about how precious time is. If any of you have a topic that is in your way, please, please, please share here, and I will address it on Thursday. And I thank you for your engagement. And I just, as I said earlier, I just send you my love and blessings, and may you live your life exactly the way you want to live it from your heart and your soul. And may you find joy and peace in everything you have in your life. Thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye.